how to become an overnight success. Do you ever notice how people around you go from zero to hero in a very short period of time? One day you're just scrolling on social media and all of a sudden it's flooded with one individual who blew up overnight to become an overnight success. And if so, you probably think one of two things. Number one, you either think that, oh, they just got lucky, I wish I could be like them. Or you think, I get it. Overnight success stories take a long time. Well, I'm here to tell you that both of those beliefs are false. Well, kind of. Let me explain. So recently I was listening to a podcast from a successful YouTuber. And although this individual was one smart cookie, much smarter than me, I might say, making about 500 grand a month, I disagreed with his philosophy behind becoming successful. See, he subscribed to the common belief behind becoming successful, which is you have to show up every single day for 1, 2, maybe 3 years. And if you do so, maybe, just maybe, you will catch your break and you will finally get to, reap the fruits of your labor and all that kind of stuff. And of course, to back up his claims, he showed his YouTube growth chart. So he was explaining that, I posted every single day, daily post for years and years and years and years, or 2 years, or months and months and months. And then all of a sudden I got a little bit of traction and then boom, I blew up. But if I didn't go through all these posts, the YouTube algorithm wouldn't have, discovered me and I wouldn't have blown up. And I don't agree with this, okay? I personally think this thought pattern is a bunch of bullshit. So, in this video, I'm going to do my very best to prove my case in point for you guys. So, before we get into this, if you want free help to scale your SMMA, click the link below and you can sign up for our free SMMA coaching calls. However, there is only 25 slots available and a wait list. So if you're a little bit more serious about scaling your business fast and you want to get your first client in the next 30 days, you can check out the 30 days to first client challenge. But beyond that, that's just a little bit of the results that people are getting in there. Anyways, back in 2019, I started my first agency. And as I started, I had no idea what I was doing. Does this guy look like he knows what he's doing? Absolutely not. His eyes weren't even open, right? I had no skills. And as a result, I made no money, right? But I stayed consistent and I showed up every single day, which is because I subscribed to that old belief pattern. And within 2 years, I had a successful agency. So eventually I, caught my break. I got lucky, whatever you want to call it, right? Now, on paper, my journey looked very similar to this, right? Obviously the dates are a little bit different, but it was, a long time of not a whole lot of results. And then all of a sudden, boom, I blew up. My agency grew fast. However, after this agency, I started a second agency in the gym niche. And after about 5 weeks of outreach, I'd collected over 20 grand without going through 2 years of showing up and being consistent and being disciplined in the gym niche. So how is this possible? Because I had the skills to grow an agency. And this is where the flaw in the show up every day for 2 years fallacy is, right? It is implied that if you were consistent, eventually you will just get lucky and then you will blow up, which is false, right? If you are consistent, eventually you will learn the skills that you need in order to blow up, right? I don't know when you maybe this is the first video you've watched, maybe you watch all my videos, but at the recording of this video, I'm like 1 month into my YouTube journey. I've gained like over 1,000 subscribers in the last month. Not because I, posted for 2 years, but because I had the skills in order to, entertain and educate and engage an audience, right? And that is why if we just stay consistent for the sake of it, we will never find success. And instead, we need to switch our mindset to improving and stacking skills every single day until we have the skills to be able to go from zero to hero. Now, there's a member inside of the Relentless Success Club who makes a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money. Like he makes more per month than I make per year. Okay? And for his own requested privacy, I'm not going to reveal his name, but for the case of this video, I'll call him Joe. Okay? Now, Joe makes his money through YouTube automation. Joe started his YouTube journey many years ago. And in his journey, he has collected 15 silver play buttons, which means that he's grown 15 channels to over 100,000 subscribers. And he's collected 5 gold play buttons, which means he's grown 5 channels over 1 million subscribers, right? Joe does not consistently post every single day for 2 years and prays that his channels will eventually blow up. No, he has the skills required and the skills that he has crafted in order to blow up YouTube channels over and over and over again. So what does this mean for you? Okay, this means that you need to be intentional with our work to consistently learn and improve, right? 100 sales calls is not going to make you good at sales. The lessons that you learn from them will. Sending 1,500 outreach messages isn't going to make you good at outreach, right? It's going to give you the lessons required in order to make you good at outreach. And this is the mindset switch that we have to have. So we need to shift our mindset from hitting quotas to learning skills. If we wake up in the morning and we say, we need to make 100 cold calls, it's going to be very easy for us to just go through the motions in order to hit those 100 cold calls. But if we're going through the motions, we're not developing our skills. And the only thing that's actually going to get us to the next level, that's actually going to get us our next client or our 200th client, is the skills that we have in our arsenal. So once you have the skills, you can become an overnight success. It's the reason I was able to scale my second agency to the same size as my first agency in 5 weeks. It's the reason why Joe is able to consistently blow up YouTube channel after YouTube channel after YouTube channel after YouTube channel, because we have the skills in order to make it happen. So, last thing, as you may have heard before, my selfish, greedy desire is to help you make 5 to 15K with your agency for free. And the reason I do this is because if you get to that point, we could potentially partner and scale to 25 grand and beyond. And the ways that I like to help people just like you pull this off is, number one, is you can join my free SMMA coaching calls where I give you 1 hour of my time to answer any and all questions that you may have. There are group calls and there's 25 spots available. If they are full, there is a waitlist available. The second thing that you can do is join the public RSC Discord server. I'm regularly in there acting, engaging, and helping people out. And if you're like dead serious, or we already have a little bit of trust because maybe you've consumed more content and you understand my philosophies and how I approach business, and you agree and our visions align, you can hop in the 30 days to first client challenge, where we will make it absolutely unreasonable for you to not get a client in the next 30 days. So with that, I appreciate you taking your time to listen to me talk, and I hope that I gave you in excess of value in return. And if I did, I would appreciate if you hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.